Bring it out.
Because you can just sort of shout it, can't you?
Because I'm a Londoner.
What? Lost my virginity. No, I'm joking.
How would Patrick Vieira, the manager, manage Patrick Vieira, the player?
Right back there, geezer.
And the first thing you think of is shark, and I'm panicking.
A red boat race, as you can see. He's obviously catching the sun here in LA.
No point asking which one is there.
No.
Right, here I am at Gatwick Airport. I'm about to fly to the US of A. I can't wait. I'm going to meet the big dogs from MLS. Join me on my journey. Let's do this.
Listen, all you New Yorkers.
They say it's the city that never sleeps, but I tell you what, that didn't apply to me last night. I was absolutely shattered. I'm here in New York City, and I'm off to find one of the greatest players ever to grace the Premier League, Super Frankie Lampard. Central Park, here I come. New York City traffic. Woo. Super Frank.
Cheers.
Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Really good, mate. Really good. Can't be bad.
It's going to say.
It's a great spot.
It's not bad at all, is it?
This is my local park. I was always a big fan of American lifestyle. Came here pre-season with Chelsea loads. Loved it. Came on my holidays loads, East and West Coast. And then New York in terms of the city is the best of the best. I'm a city boy, naturally from being a London boy, as you know. So it's kind of an easy transition in terms of that. But New York's got so much happening. It's just an incredible place to live, really. Love it.
The football, how are you finding it?
The MLS has been everything I expected, really. It's a funny one, the MLS. I always used to think when we used to come and play the All-Star teams pre-season, I used to think that they're decent, they're good. And in England, you know what it's like, the MLS was always seen as the league's down there kind of thing. The quality of the league's good. And the lads are great. I've got to say, the dressing room in our place is brilliant. It's a real mixture, some South Americans, the American lads, all great pros, delighted to have a career in the game, hard working, want to learn, want to improve.
How is it different from an English changing room?
I've got to say, I think in the Premier League you are full of different egos, you know, and I think that's just a case, you know, I'm not digging it out really, but when you play in the Premier League, players are earning more money, they have more player power, naturally we all know that that's changing the game. Here, there's some lads there who are on completely different contracts to what you're used to, and it breeds a real humility in the dressing room, a real work ethic. And there's none of that kind of, you talk about the DP thing, and I looked at it from afar and you wonder, would people look at that and dressing would be difficult, would they look at you and, you know, be jealous or this or that or whatever. The lads are brilliant. They're so buzzing that you're here. They love talking about, you know, games they watched in the Champions League a few years ago that I played, the same with Vieira and Pirlo, obviously. And we just, it's like that, easy.
Yeah. The English fans, how do they compare to the American soccer fans?
It's actually nice. It's really nice here. There's two things, and I don't want to sound like I'm digging out the Premier League. It's hostile there. You know, I had some horrible things said to me throughout my career. West Ham, Liverpool, Tottenham, probably got it loads. And you know, Chelsea would have dished it out to, you know, their players the same. And that's the beauty of the Premier League. I love that. And you know, you do miss that when I watch games at home. I miss that kind of passion and atmosphere and religion that it is. Here it's slightly different. It's more like fans come to be entertained. Like we got beaten 3-1 in our last game last season. Didn't make the playoffs. Bit of a bad year for us, really. Come out of the ground, everyone's going, well done, Frank, great. Can't wait. Next year's going to be great and all that. I was like, if I was in England, I'd be like, trying to get out the back door. So it's great, really, really positive. We're new here, and we get 30,000 a week supporting us. No matter what. As I say, it's entertainment. When the game's on, there's loads going on. You know, like for families, for kids. Everything. I've really enjoyed it. It's the same wherever you go over the States or you go up to Canada and play here. It's brilliant. The support's great, and there isn't that hostility from the other team so much. You get the odd comment. They're not as ruthless as English people. You know,
so they're not going to say
not going to say the words, but you know, when you go, but here they're like, oh, you suck and all that kind of thing. I can deal with that. I'll take that.
When you joined, did you have to do an initiation or something?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. And thank God, because the one I did at Chelsea years ago, and I was saying, what did I sing? Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner. that old chestnut.
Yeah, bring it out.
Because you can just sort of shout it, can't you?
Because I'm a Londoner.
Can you imagine doing it and all Zola looking like that?
Who is this guy?
But no, we didn't have to do it here. I was thinking about bringing it in, but then I thought I might retrospectively have to do it again, so I'll leave it. I don't want to see
one of the DP players bringing it in.
Yeah,
get out, mate, big time.
Exactly.
The gaffer, Patrick Vieira, he spent years trying to kick you up in the air in the clashes with Chelsea and Arsenal.
Yeah.
What's he like as a manager?
Really good, really good. I was a bit sceptical about it in the beginning because I remember those days, and we did used to have ding-dongs. And I remember when I first came to Chelsea, Arsenal beat us loads. They beat us most times we played, and then we turned it, and then we started to beat them. Actually, when Patrick probably left around that kind of time, but we did have some ding-dongs. But it was brilliant. I had a year at Manchester. He was behind the scenes at Manchester. But as a manager now, I've got complete respect for him. He's got his way of playing. He's very dedicated to a certain way. We're playing out from the back. Not many teams in the MLS do that, from goalkeeper right up to the front.
He said when he was playing, he never thought, you know, I'm going to be a manager. What about yourself?
The period earlier in my career, I really fancied it. Then I thought, you know what? No, I don't fancy the managerial thing. And now I'm more back onto it. I mean, the problem is I've got to get my badges, and the hard thing for me has been to have time to do it. And also where I'm playing, I never really wanted to start doing the coaching badges because I kind of thought then my eyes on that and I wanted to concentrate on playing. So as soon as I finish, I'd like to take it up and maybe be a manager. But it's hard because I only want the Chelsea job.
Yeah?
So
and you're getting it, mate.
No,
and you're getting it.
I'm only joking. I would try. I really respect managers that go the right way about it.
Is that something you can see yourself realistically doing? Because you know, the Chelsea fans would absolutely love it.
Well, yeah, only if I was good enough and it was right and they wanted me and it was at the right time. Yeah, of course. I mean, if I was, I'm a Chelsea, whether a Chelsea man or not. Chelsea's one of the pinnacle jobs in football. You know, they're one of the top clubs in Europe, in the world now, and in England, obviously, with what we've done there in the last 15 years. But so yeah, I mean, generally I would anyway, and I'm a Chelsea man, so of course I wouldn't have to move house. Yeah, I'd just go straight back home and just roll in the Stamford Bridge every day. But no, I would love to. But again, I don't want to throw myself in. I'm the next Chelsea boss because it might be a different route for me. It might take me a while to get there or something like that. But of course, in the dream would be to manage Chelsea one day. Yeah.
To see the Wright-Phillips brothers, Red Bulls, play Kaká's Orlando. Kaká ain't here, he's injured, but this is going to be amazing. Game on. That's the end of the game. Red Bulls 2, Orlando 0. I'm going to speak to Bradley and Sean in the change room. It's a lot different to England. Love it. Come on, boys. Sean. Brad. I don't understand this. In the Premier League, this would never happen. No. You guys are having a shower and there's media just walking around. I mean, explain.
For me, it was a shock as well. When I first came, I was like, well, bro, what's happening here? And they had to kind of explain to me, this is actually how it works. And it takes some time to get used to. So literally, you are just walking around with everything hanging out and there's...
And I ain't got much to show, so it's a bit like...
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, it's great. I think they just do that, you know, all the sports over here do it, NBA, NFL. MLS, they just come in, they want the stories straight away and you have to give it to them.
Yeah. That's my first soccer match I've been to and it was just completely different to anything I've seen. I mean, your fans behind the goal, they are fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah, they're quality, they're here. You know, today weren't the greatest turnout, but those guys are here all the time.
They travel away with us as well and they keep the same noise, or they try to, which is amazing for us.
And you got to think about some of them trips they're coming to. You know, like Viking Army, the Ultras and stuff, they're brilliant.
So they literally go to the away games like the 7-hour flights?
Some of them will go,
some of them will go.
Oh, no.
That is proper
That's dedication. That's dedication.
That's a lot of money as well.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Yeah. But you guys have got to play football at the end of it. I mean, 7 hours on the flight, 8 hours on the flight. How do you deal with that?
It's tough. Also, like he said, he doesn't mind. But for me, also when you get there, sometimes you're going to Dallas, and this place is like 100 degrees. Like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it can be so hard. So hard to win a game away from home. Just the travel. And then you're getting there and the temperatures are just crazy.
But when you get there, you have to queue with everyone else, don't you?
Yeah. Sometimes you might get bumped
in England, that never happens. You just walk straight in.
Yeah,
you know? But you always had a charter flight. Whereas here, I think you're allowed 4 a season. Yeah. So they're normally used for the playoffs.
I feel like we're one of the clubs that can get chartered flights all the time, but I think the league likes it to be equal.
So that's a rule.
Yeah. We can only get 4 a year.
Mm. What? Because
they want it to be equal. I think some clubs obviously have more money than others, and
yeah.
they think that we could get an advantage from that.
From travelling like that.
So your gaffer will sit down, do the tactics, pre-season,
Yeah,
and then go, when are we going to get these chartered flights?
Yeah, he might pick a trip that's going to be tricky for us, where we're going to need the rest. Or
Yeah, pretty much that. Yeah.
Well, what other things? Because I'm intrigued by that. I think that's amazing.
There's a lot of things that are fascinating.
What is different?
What's
the
different
tailgating.
here?
Yeah?
Yeah, people like, I've been to a few games before I signed and watched a few games while I've been over at like Copa America, and like the main thing is people like to get there like 4 hours before the game and just barbecue outside and have a few drinks, and all the cars like they all just meet up and like basically it's just one big car park party.
I saw that.
He's been on a few of those.
Yeah, because I thought it was a car boot sale.
You getting your money out.
I'm walking past people at the boots. I'm like, what are they selling? They're all having a couple of beers. And
Barbecuing steaks and everything.
Yeah.
You're like a god here. We came into the stadium, everyone's got your shirt on. That must be buzzing.
Yeah, it feels good. You know, you come here and nobody knows what to expect. You know, because it's a long way away from home, and you know you might have done a little bit in England or you know what I mean, wherever you was playing. But these guys don't really see that. You know, you don't really get Championship or League One or anything. So when you come here, you have to start from the bottom and start again. I've worked hard. And at the moment, it's going well. It's going okay.
You've got your own song, haven't you?
Song?
Yeah. Fans, I saw the Ultras singing it tonight.
What were they singing?
Okay.
Sing it.
I didn't know. And they point and they go, Bradley Wright-Phillips.
I have never heard it actually.
Come on.
I promise you.
They were smashing it out tonight.
Yeah, but you see how hard we have to work.
Yeah,
the last thing you're thinking about is our coach makes us work hard.
Yeah. But your goal scoring record is fantastic.
Yeah, I've done all right. I've had some good players behind me, you know, serving me some tap-ins, and you know, it's paid the bills.
Yeah, that Henry was all right.
Yeah, Henry was a decent player as well. Yeah.
Decent. I believe you outscored him though.
Yeah, but I feel like that was his plan. You know?
Yeah.
To be fair to him, when he first came, he told me, you know, just when I get the ball, head to goal, get in the box, always look I'll pass to you. There was some chances he could have scored, and he'll just put it on the plate for me. So thank you, T. Thank you very much.
Very nice one. And Sean, you're relatively new to the American soccer. Did you phone Brad up and go, or did Brad phone you up and go, get yourself over here, bro, this is immense?
It's kind of strange because I came for his wedding last year, and I just haven't been back home since. Like,
you ain't been back, sure.
So you came for a wedding and you're in
I haven't been back. Yeah, that's basically how it worked out. So it's pretty cool.
Excellent. Do you boys live near each other in New York?
We lived together for a while.
Yeah, I lived in the basement.
Sean
it was
got
like
fed
my
up.
little bat cave. Like
You got the basement?
I lived in the basement when I first came over.
It's not what you're thinking though. It's not like a grungy little... Over here, the basements are like... There's a lot of room down there. He had an apartment down there. He set it up lovely, but then he got bored of me and my wife and the kids and moved out. He's not far. You're not far.
No, I'm only like 10 minutes from him either way, but it was cool to just stay there. It was like we haven't seen each other for so long, and then just to come and live together again like we did when we was younger in Manchester was an amazing feeling.
Brought back memories.
Yeah. So can you walk around the town and no one sort of bothers you?
Yeah, you know what? When I first came, it was very quiet. You know, like the odd person was here. Now it's getting a little worse, but it isn't crazy. It's nothing like how England will be for Sean or me in certain towns.
How it used to be.
Yeah, well.
Come on.
Yeah, so here, New Jersey, a few people will know who you are, but it's nothing like back home for, you know what I mean, for celebrities, you know, of the bigger players. Even Thierry here will get left alone a lot of the time, so it's good in that aspect.
Because we did Frank, I interviewed Frank,
and
he was just like walking around Central Park, and I was like, if this was Hyde Park, it'd be like...
It'd be completely different, yeah.
Think about how nice that must be for him, though.
Oh,
you know what I mean? It must be nice. Obviously, you appreciate fans and stuff, but for someone like Frank Lampard, he can go have a walk, spend time with his kids or whatever, and just get on with his day.
You wear number 99?
Yeah.
And Sean, you wear number 98. Why?
I was born before him, so I thought I'd have 98 instead of 100.
Yeah, with me, I think I came here and there was 99, a number like maybe 45, and I just tried to, out of the two numbers I had, I wanted to see what was like relevant to me, and I just remember 99 being a great summer. I had a good summer. It was like a very good summer when I was younger, and I just it was the only reason I could think of, you know, something what would justify me having that number, and I kept it.
What happened?
Lost my virginity. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, it was just a good summer, you know, just playing out with the mates, and I just remember that summer.
Yeah. Wicked.
Love you, boys.
Cheers, nice one again.
Super Frank, super Frank, super Frank, super Frankie Lampard. I'm in the Bronx because today sees NYCFC and partners introduce a scheme where they'll build 50 pitches over the next 5 years. And I'm about to talk to the gaffer, Mr. Patrick Vieira.
Nice to see you in New York.
How is New York?
New York's fantastic. Been here in the last 5-6 months. Everything is great. The family love it. I love it. So that's good.
And it's your first role as a first team manager. How are you finding that?
Find it tough because this is the real world where you can feel the pressure, because every game, every win, and where you stand in the table dictate what can happen.
Yeah.
So I love it. It's really good, but of course there's a lot of work, some really hard work.
You mentioned the hard work there. What's the one thing that's you've gone, wow, I didn't know how to do that as a manager?
As a player, you arrive at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Training finished around 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Straight home.
At 3 o'clock, you're at home.
Yeah.
So when you are a coach, training starts at 11 o'clock. You are in the office around 9:30, even 8 o'clock. And then you're leaving around 5:30, 6 o'clock because you have to prepare training, you film training, you look at training to find out if you really get what you wanted, and there's a lot of work behind 95-minute game.
Yeah. As a player, Patrick, obviously you were world class, but you were tough. You know, you got into tackles, you took no nonsense. What sort of manager are you?
I think I'm still learning about myself because I had some up and down where the mood changed, but I have to be. I try to control myself because I strongly believe that the way I conduct myself in training, on the bench, can have an impact on the players as well. So I try to control myself and to be calm.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's difficult.
Yeah. How does the Patrick Vieira team play football? What can we expect over the years to come? How are your teams going to play football?
I want players to have fun. I want players to have an attacking mind, and of course that has to be into a proper structure. Yeah. And that is what is important. But the philosophy is that I want the team to play an attacking football. I know that people will say, yeah, but that is everything and nothing. But I prefer for the team to win 3-2 than just to lose 1-0.
Okay,
you understand what I mean?
So sexy football.
I don't know if sexy football is a word I will use, but
winning football, but making it
football,
entertaining.
Of course, yes.
When you took the job, did you phone any of your ex-managers to ask for advice?
I didn't call, but I saw Jose Mourinho, and I talked about me thinking about taking the job in New York, and we exchanged numbers, and to call him if I need any kind of advice.
Really?
I went to spend a week with Pep when he was in Munich.
Really? Wow.
And I know that if one day I will need anything, I can give him a call. I can go back to City and speak to him about any type of advice. Arsene Wenger, anytime I will need to call him, I will give him a call.
So if you have any problem, you get your phone book and go, shall I call Mourinho, Pep Guardiola? Oh, just Arsene Wenger. Well, just take my pick.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Mancini, I've been really lucky. Capello, Emile Jacquet from the French national team. I play some under fantastic managers.
Did you always think in your head, I'm going to be a manager in the future?
No.
No?
No.
Well, how come?
Manager wasn't part of what I wanted to do after football. Managing a team wasn't something that I really wanted to do. But it just happened that I fell in love with the game, and when I finished my career at Manchester City, Brian Marwood, who was really my mentor, and when I retired, he really wanted me to stay in the football club.
Well, no doubt Brian Marwood is watching, so just want to thank him down
Thank you, Brian.
Nice one, Brian. Sometimes is it hard when you're on the training pitch and the players that you're coaching can't do what you could do as a player? Is it like, oh, I just want to show them how to...
No, because I like to think in a different way. Okay. Is that if the player doesn't understand what the coach is asking, is maybe the message from the coach is not the right one. Because I strongly believe that when you play in the MLS or in a different Premier League, you are a good player, because look at the competition to be a football player. And then after is about the coach, how he send the message to the players to make it easy for them. And that's why coaching is massively important, because if the messages are simple and is clear, it became more easy for the players.
Finally, how would Patrick Vieira, the manager, manage Patrick Vieira, the player?
It will be easier.
That's New York done. I caught up the Wright-Phillips brothers, Patrick Vieira and Super Frankie Lampard. Right, time to get back on that plane. Here I am in Portland, and I'm at the very impressive Portland Timbers training ground, and I'm here to see the skipper, Liam Ridgewell, who's going to teach me how to do the Ridgie roll.
Hey, Jubes.
How you doing, mate?
How you doing, man?
Good to see you. This place, unreal, isn't it?
Oh, top place. Nice place to live, and it's a great setup. They've got everything going for us, and yeah, no, it's an enjoyable place, and I'm sure you'll see plenty more of it.
Awesome, mate. Well, I'm here to learn the famous Ridgie roll.
Yeah.
But before you teach me, can you remind people where it came from?
My brother done it in a nightclub on the floor. There's all got the circle going, all the bags were in the middle, having joking about. Suddenly he got down, put his arms out and started rolling straight across the floor, all over the glass, all over the drinks, and emanated from there. That was it.
Teach me the Ridgie roll.
A lot of people can do the Klinsmann, a lot of people can do that, but Ridgie roll makes it a little bit interesting. First of all, we're going to go straight down to our knees, drop. Yep. Oh, hurts your knees.
Yeah, it does.
Arms up, out in front, you're going to drop straight down onto the floor. Hurts as well. We're going to use all our core and all our muscular body to roll right.
Excellent.
We're going to keep going until we get dizzy or be sick.
Right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Right. Oh. You've got your brother to thank for this, Liam.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. That is the Ridgie roll.
Oh.
Right, let's put this into action.
Oh!
Cue Joey Timber.
And go.
Ridgie roll. Woo! Let's have a chat, Liam. I hear you have a boat. What a man.
Right back there, geezer.
Brilliant. Got one side up, Paul. Whoa, whoa.
Coming up, it's coming up. We got him. We got him. Hey, flag up.
Cheers, Liam.
No worries, mate.
Is it fair to say it's a bit of a different lifestyle from back
Yeah.
home? It's like you don't get this in
I'm not a
Birmingham,
billionaire
do you?
on a millionaire, so I can't live on the Thames, or you know. So being able to live on it, it's just the lifestyle is incredible.
And the football,
Yeah.
you're still enjoying it?
Still loving it. When I first come here a couple of years ago, it was to, you know, sort of get the love of the game back and get myself enjoying the game again. Really.
Is your love for the game back?
Definitely.
And what happened?
Yeah,
What
no,
happened?
I mean, that's the way, you know, a lot of people talk about it. It's not, you know, I love the game no matter what. It was just, you know, I felt a little bit, not stale, but, you know, I was a little bit set in my ways. I needed a change. I needed something different. You know, I've been at Villa, Birmingham, West Brom.
Yeah.
You know, it does get a bit difficult going to all them teams in a row and at once. So it was nice just to come over here and have a little bit of a fresh start and just enjoy it a little bit more.
And a great way to get the love back is winning it with a...
Yeah, the MS Cup, it was fantastic. I think when I first come, it wasn't, you know, I was 29 and it wasn't something I just wanted to just, you know, carry on my career and not do nothing with it. I wanted to come here and win stuff and make the organisation big and grow. And luckily enough, last year we was able to win the MS Cup and, you know, put a name on the map a little bit, and I'm glad to be a part of that.
And you enjoyed the celebrations, didn't you?
I did enjoy the celebrations, yeah. The good part of Oregon, there's a lot of beer, which was great, so it was a perfect town for me, that's for sure.
And you worked on the speech as well. I mean, talk me through that. It was incredible.
To be fair, I didn't even know we was doing speeches, and then suddenly the gaffer got up, then the owner got up, and I was thinking, aye, this is going to come round to me in a second.
MLS Cup 2015 winners. Everyone doubted us. No one believed us.
Everyone I spoke to on this trip has said Portland have the best fans, the best ground. They said the atmosphere is different gear. Why do you think that is?
It's incredible. I think it's got to do with it, you know, we don't have an NFL team, we don't have an NHL team. We've got the Blazers, obviously, but it's just ourselves, and they love football.
But don't the fans get there like 2 days before and camp out?
Yeah, it's incredible. They get their camping stuff out. They're probably down there right now for the Seattle game, and they lie out and put their camping chairs out, and one at a time they go for a drink or go for a Jimmy Riddle and come back, and yeah, they sleep there for days, just trying to get a ticket, just trying to get in.
We are Timbers Army, we are mental and we're barmy, true supporters forevermore.
After speaking to Liam yesterday about the fanatical fans who get here 2 or 3 days before the game to camp out, I need to see it for myself. Look at this, mad. How long have you been here for?
We've been here, today is Saturday at almost 12:30 p.m. We've been here since last night at about 10-11 p.m.
Yeah.
The match itself isn't until Sunday at 12 noon, so we're pulling about a solid 48 hours.
Do you have tickets for the game already?
Yeah, we do have tickets for the game.
So why are you here queuing up?
Well, we queue up because it is, 1, we love it. 2, it's general admission, free for all.
Yeah.
So if you want those seats that you love, you want to be here early so you can get in early.
Unfortunately, my time in Portland has come to an end, but I've had an incredible time, and that is one amazing place. I'm not going to lie, my neck still kills from the boat at Liam Ridgewell's, but it was well worth it. Right, on to Tampa to see my mate, Joe Cole. Done, Scott? Sweet. Well, it's good, that. I've arrived in Tampa and I'm off to see Super Joey Cole, who now plays for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and he's somewhere down there. What a place.
It's a nice place to play
your football, mate.
Yeah, lovely place to play on the bay with the yachts overlooking. The pitch is good. Yeah, enjoy it, mate. I can walk to my apartment down the road, so yeah, life's good. The heat's obviously a factor. I think that dictates.
Tell me about it. I'm just sitting here and I'm absolutely
I know.
sweating.
I mean, like I lost like 6 pounds in the first game, just in 90 minutes, and it is tough. The boys are good lads.
Yeah.
Really taken to us. Like, but it's a social club. Like, for instance, we finished training the other day, and we all went down the beach just for like a bit of beach volleyball and a bit of American football. And
any good?
Nah, it's throwing it is just.
These guys are too small.
Yeah, it's like I couldn't get the spin on it.
Yeah.
And like it must be like, you know, when you throw someone a football and they've never kicked it.
Yeah.
And because the lads are like laughing at me the way I'm throwing it. So like, done all that. We went down the old, you got shooting ranges here, for instance, and we were shooting at targets and things like that. You know, it's just we're so similar. We speak the same language and that, but. Like, just the differences are still there.
Freddie Adu.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was here.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he played football.
Yeah.
I spoke to the boys earlier, they said he's 27. I thought he was about 48. He's been around for years, like yourself.
I know, he's been around a long time, Freddie. He started playing like ridiculously early, didn't he? 15, we was chatting to him. He was like a 15-year-old boy thrust into the spotlight, and he's been around the block. He's come here and he just wants to settle down and plays football, and he's a good lad.
Is that a bit of a problem if you've hit a balloon?
Yeah.
I mean, do you have people there sort of?
Well, the kit man, he's had to go in the bay a few times to get things.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll tell you, we was at the sea the other day, and I'm just up to about there, and big black thing about 10 foot long come by me, and the first thing you think of is shark, and I'm panicking. He's popped his head up. It was a manatee, and there's full of manatees over there.
God, so yeah,
they ain't got no teeth though. They're all right. You're sweet with them.
Still, if that's swimming towards you, you ain't just sitting there all calm in the sea.
Yeah, it's a big lump. Yeah, I was panicking a little bit, but he goes in there every now and then, fishes them out.
You play in the North American Soccer League. Can you explain to me what that's all about?
There's 3 or 4 different leagues in America.
Yeah.
And the MLS is the premier one, which has got the backing and everything, and then the others, the NSL is probably the one I won't say just for like, it's not, because there's no promotion or relegation. So
is that a good thing?
Promotion relegation brings a certain kind of like excitement to the league, but I don't think I'm not sure that will happen, because it's it's just different. Like I said, it's all jostling. People are jostling for how to do it in America, and maybe the NASL might be trying to rival the MLS in a few years' time, or it will come together. Yeah. And then they'll get mixed in East Coast, West Coast. I don't know. It's all a bit. It's a new thing. Although it's 20 years old, it's still a new thing. Yeah.
The overhead kick. Talk to me.
Nice.
But it was nice.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was one of them just instincts. People are going crazy about it over here.
This is excellent.
It was on the ESPN Player of the Day and things like that, which is massive for the club, you know, because it's all about. How can I say? With soccer, football over here, it's like they want so much of it. The people like, and you're trying to get it out there, and it's building. Like I said, every kid in America plays soccer now, and
that's great, isn't it?
It's great, and it will be. I'm convinced in 15, 20 years, the biggest sport in the country, and like so like all these clubs like us, like you're grabbing at that attention. You're trying to get as much people in the stadium, as much people coming to the game. So when something like that happens, like it's a big thing for the club.
Well, I'm so happy you enjoyed it out here, mate.
Good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming.
Nice one.
Had an amazing time in Portland, learning about the Portland Timbers and getting completely stitched up by Liam Ridgewell and his boat.
You're up back there, geezer. Make sure you hold on.
And great to catch up with Joe Cole in Tampa. Right, where's my driver? Pilot even. I'm here in LA, and over the next couple of days I'm going to be speaking to Robbie Keane and Ashley Cole. But whilst I'm here, I'm going to check this place out. Woo! I'm here at the LA Galaxy training ground. I'm about to interview one of the best, if not the best, left-backs England's ever produced, Ashley Cole. And I'll tell you what, it's roastman pat out here. Mate, how do you train out there in that heat? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, we used to train at, I think, 10 o'clock or 10:30, but because it's so hot, they changed it now till 9:30, and still look how hot it is. So it's difficult, but we don't really train too long. Yeah. Get in and out, get it done, and then off home.
But is the MLS slower because of that reason, because of the heat?
Yeah, I would probably say yeah. I think, when was it? We played in Houston, which was crazy heat. It was like 90s. So, of course, you can't play a really, really high pace for the whole 90 minutes in this kind of heat. So, yeah, probably that's one of the main reasons why it is a little bit more slower and a little bit more, even a little bit more tactical as well sometimes.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, you know, are you enjoying LA? But I know, because I follow you on Twitter, you said thank you at LA Galaxy for bringing the smile back. How have they done that?
By kind of letting me play. I think it was kind of difficult time in my career when, of course, I left Chelsea, playing week in, week out, then kind of went to Rome and didn't play as much as of course I wanted to, and I knew I still had the hunger and desire to keep on playing, and of course Galaxy kind of gave me the opportunity to come here and live the life. Yeah. It's a great life here, and of course to carry on my playing career.
You mentioned the lifestyle there. Do you find it, you know, more relaxing for you and less intrusive?
The lifestyle here is amazing because you can go out and kind of no one cares that I'm a footballer. You see Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, these kind of, they're the stars of kind of America. So in terms of that, yeah, it is relaxing. You do have kind of beaches to go to. And even just to walk around, I walk around with my girlfriend and my baby, and no one cares. I ain't getting the old camera phone out.
I know people who know you, and they say you're one of the nicest blokes in football. You help the youngsters, you know, you do a load of charity work. Do you think all that nonsense you got back home, like, you know, the Cashley Cole and all that, it's unfair, isn't it?
Listen, everyone's got a right to, of course, to their opinion and their thoughts, and if I was right, if I was wrong. So this is kind of, it comes with the job. I kind of understand it, but as I said, I've been away from England now for probably 4 years, I think. I feel at peace with myself. I don't wake up in the morning with thinking, oh, who's done a story today?
Yeah.
Kind of come alive again now. I have, of course, a baby now, and I'm just kind of enjoying that kind of the way I life now. I'm not waking up and kind of having stress for no reason.
How are you finding?
Yeah, it's good. It's hard work, but it's something that I've always wanted to have a child, and I'm buzzing. I've got a little boy.
Yeah.
It's a change in my life, kind of getting up every morning at 5, 6, 2, 3 in the morning, but something I enjoy now.
You're not thinking who's written a story, you're thinking I've got to go and change it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know what one's worse, to be fair. Smelling nappy or story in the paper. But no, it's brilliant. I love it. I love it. To be hands-on with my little one, it's a great feeling, yeah.
When everyone talks about Ashley Cole the footballer, they say like you never have a bad game. You know, you're always 7 out of 10 or above. For you, what is the best 90 minutes you've ever played?
90 minutes. Do you know what? I don't know. Everyone speaks about the game v Portugal, but first off, I don't think I was great.
You did have
anyway.
Ronaldo in your pocket, though, didn't you? Come and be honest. He was deep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
He was deep in your pocket.
But no, everyone always speaks about that game, and kind of changed my role as in how kind of people thought about me as a defender for England. But I've definitely had better games than that. I can't really recall one right now, but for sure I've played a lot better.
You've won everything in English football. Which the medal you think that's the daddy?
When you win the Champions League, for me, is the ultimate.
Yeah.
Just the feeling to know that I've played in a team and won a trophy that a lot of teams in Europe would love to win. You play against all the big teams. I think the Munich day will always stick in my brain, even when I watch it now or I see clips on everyone's Instagram or whatever it is of the pen it is, you still get goosebumps.
And the celebrations on the pitch after that game, I was there. It was incredible. But what was it like back at the hotel? I mean, that must have been one big party.
I can't remember. By the time I even reached the bus, I was smashed.
Yeah?
No, I was only joking. No, but I said I've been
You're not joking, are you, really?
No, I have. I was. You know, when you win something like that, you don't even want to drink. You just want to celebrate with your teammates. But I was so tired.
Really?
Yeah, I was in the change. I was dead. Just the adrenaline going through your body for that game I was really tired. You want to celebrate. I would like to say, yeah, I was up till 7 in the morning, but I actually weren't. I was probably one of the first to go to bed. I was that tired. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just mentally, it was just everything.
And what, the next day with the papers, Ashley Cole still up, getting absolutely lashed?
No, for once, no.
No? Where do you keep all these medals? Have you got a special room in your house? Welcome to the trophy room.
No, they're in a bank.
In a bank?
Yeah. Someone robbing my house, they're gonna take my trophies, then what? I've only got memories.
You can't leave your True, they're in a bank?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, there's no point asking which one is there.
No.
Mate, I've got to talk about the Roma photo. I mean, it's class. What happened?
So I'm just on the end, and my friend next to me, Emmanuel said, at first he's standing next to me. If he would have stood up, it would have been fine.
Right.
But he's leaned forward, and I'm so hot, I'm like so tired now after training. I'm just standing there like this. I weren't bothered, you know what I mean? Everyone's like, oh, he's got no friends there, he's not speaking the language. I had friends there, I had great friends there.
Did you laugh though, with all the pictures
of course,
going around?
I did at the start, of course, it was hilarious, but when I still see it now, it's like, it's boring now.
Yeah.
I'm over it, yeah, I'm over it. I'm over it.
Oh,
it was good banter at the start.
Yeah.
It was great banter, but now it's boring.
I'm not saying that you're retiring soon, but when you do, what will you do after football?
I'm not 100% sure. I hope I can kind of go back to Chelsea and do something there. Not so much coaching, but like scouting or something.
Yeah.
I enjoy scouting, yeah, watching kind of young lads come through. And
so have you done a bit of scouting already, sort of thing?
Only from the agent.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. But so I would like to do a kind of a little bit more serious. And of course, I'd love to go back and work in Chelsea somewhere or somehow.
Right, I'm off to see a guy who's been involved in the rise of the MLS. It's all-round top bloke and Ireland legend, Robbie Keane. Keano! How you doing, pal?
Good, mate, you?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. It's not the first time I've seen you in LA, because you absolutely made me brick myself a couple of days ago, didn't you?
Yeah, I seen you, me and Stevie on the way to training, and I seen someone walk with headphones with absolute red boat race, as you can see. He's obviously catching the sun here in LA. I was screaming out the window, and you got the biggest fright of your life, huh?
It's like fate of the morning. I think, what was going on? First morning in LA, I thought I was a goner.
Oh, it was funny, man. You absolutely yourself.
We're actually here at a hotel, Robbie, because you're moving house today, aren't you?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Yeah? And I hear there's been sources in the papers over here that you're moving to Ray Charles's house. That's going to be decent, isn't it?
She give me money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a kind of friend indeed.
There we go.
Oh, brilliant.
So you only found out yesterday you were moving to Ray Charles's house?
Yeah, just found out yesterday, so obviously didn't know. My missus told me, someone told her, so.
Yeah.
It's not bad, is it?
You've been here for 5 years now.
Yeah.
How have you seen it change from the start to present day?
Massively. I remember when I first came, obviously Beck's, completely changed the whole league globally. The interest in it now is massive, but I think there was obviously always going to be a worry of when he was going to leave, that would have maintained the support that it's been getting, and it certainly has. Remember when I first came, the crowds were kind of, it was like maybe 70% full, the stadiums, probably 60, 70. Now it's 100%. Every stadium is a full house, as you've seen on the TV. The interest now from everywhere across the world, not just the fans, but players itself as well, who want to come here. So it's been a huge change, and obviously the influx of top players coming over here has made obviously a massive difference.
How does the transfer system work out here? I'm quite confused. Obviously there's 3 designated players, but can you buy players and sell? It doesn't really seem to happen.
I've been here for 5 years, Pat, and I still haven't got a clue.
I can't work it out.
I think they have, there's a rule with obviously the 3 players. There's the 3 designated players.
Yeah.
That could be on X amount or whatever, and then I think there's a cap between the rest of the players. But then there's 2 players, I think, that can be on $1 million, and one can be on the 500 grand. I think one of them has to be a homegrown player. It's definitely difficult to understand, but I can see in the next few years, I think if you want this league to grow, but they need to move that a little bit, maybe even to 5 players, 5 designated players, and obviously the salary cap between the other players, I think, has to be a lot bigger also, and I think that will attract even more players and even would help, I reckon, certainly the USA national team going forward.
The way you talk, mate, is top draw. It's so interesting listening to you. When you retire, management's got to be on the cards, isn't it?
Well, it's certainly something that I'm looking to. I've done my B&A licence, so it's certainly something that going forward I'm very, very interested in. I think when you're in the game, been in the game for such a long time like I have, I think I hope to think that'd be a natural progression for me. But of course, like anything, it's about opportunities.
Yeah.
And if I got the right opportunity in a few years' time, it's certainly something that I'd love to do. But not at this present time. I want to obviously continue playing as long as I can. I still feel fit, I feel sharp, and I'm still scoring goals with them. I'll carry on playing.
How big can the MLS get?
Very big. I think what would help me personally if USA had another World Cup.
Yeah.
I think that'd be massive for the country. I think when they had the World Cup in '94, it wasn't a league that was really that big, Now the league is established now. As I said, you've seen all the big players that are here now at this moment in time. They got a World Cup. I think certainly that will help them even going forward. Obviously, it's not going to happen anytime soon. But I think in the next 10 years, if they're clever in what they do with the youth system and the players that they bring over here and expand the designated player rule and the rule also for the players who's the salary cap, I think this league could be massive.
So there you have it. Mr. Robbie Keane thinks soccer in the US is going to continue to get bigger and bigger. And from what I've seen in the last couple of weeks, I don't disagree. Hope you enjoyed my journey. I know I have. See you later.